Welcome to AT Math Academy. So today we are going to solve one of the trigonometric problem. We are going to simplify it. So let's write down the problem. Verify cot x over cosecant x minus 1 plus cosecant x minus 1 over cot x is equal to 2 times secant x. So this is called left side of the equation and this is called the right hand side of the equation, and this is the equation in between. So I'm going to prove the left hand side, simplify it and prove that left hand side of the equation is equal to right hand side, which is 2 times secant x. So let's start by taking the left hand side of the equation, and in this problem we are observing the denominator is cosecant x minus 1 for the first fraction, and for the second fraction it is cot x. So the common denominator in this case to the left hand side would be multiplying both the denominators, which is cosecant x minus 1 times cot x. And since this is a common denominator here, I'm going to multiply my numerators with the opposite denominators. So my first numerator is cot x. I'm going to multiply it with the another denominator, which is cot x, and I have my positive sign in between. I'm going to place that, and I have my numerator as cosecant x minus 1, so I'm going to write that inside the bracket, and I'm going to multiply this numerator with the another denominator, which is cosecant x minus 1. So I'm going to write one more cosecant x minus 1. So this is the simplified form of that. When you take the common denominator, let's put the equal to sign on both the sides, and let's write down the common denominator here first. Cosecant x minus 1 times cot x, and cot x times cot x is nothing but cot square x, and here we have cosecant x minus 1 multiplied with cosecant x minus 1, which is nothing but, we need to multiply both the equations, which I'm going to do it on the side here. So let's take cosecant x minus 1 and multiply it with cosecant x minus 1, which is nothing but 2 multiplied by 2 is nothing but 2 square. So cosecant x minus 1 times cosecant x minus 1 is nothing but cosecant x minus 1 whole square. And we can apply the formula of a minus b whole square here, which is nothing but a square plus b square minus 2 times a into b. So for this I have my a as cosecant x and my b as 1 here. Okay, and let's put the values here. A square means cosecant square x. For b square I have it as 1 square minus 2 times a is cosecant x and b is 1, which is nothing but cosecant square x plus 1 minus 2 times cosecant x. So this is the value for cosecant x minus 1 times cosecant x minus 1. Now I'm going to take this value over here and substitute it on this equation here. So I have my positive sign, and for cosecant x minus 1 times cosecant x minus 1, I got it as cosecant square x plus 1 minus 2 times cosecant x. I'm going to write down that value over here, which is nothing but cosecant square x plus 1 minus 2 times cosecant x. And when we simplify this value here, we are going to get it as, we are going to apply the trigonometric identity. For this I'm just circling this cot square x and 1. So in my earlier videos I have shown you the trigonometric identities, so I'm going to write down the identity that I'm going to use it here, which is nothing but 1 plus cot square x is nothing but cosecant square x. So I'm going to substitute that identity here, and for 1 plus cot square x I'm going to write it as cosecant square x, and I have one more cosecant square x here, and I also have minus 2 cosecant x. So I'm going to write down my denominator as it is here, and for this cosecant square x plus cosecant square x is nothing but 2 times cosecant square x minus 2 cosecant x over cosecant x minus 1 times cot x. And on the top here we can take the common numerator, as we have cosecant x and 2 as common in both of these. So I'm going to take my 2 cosecant x as common. So I'll be left over with one of the cosecant x here, cosecant x and minus, and I'll be left over with 1. And I'm going to write down my denominator here, cosecant x minus 1 times cot x. So I'm going to cancel my cosecant x minus 1 and cosecant x minus 1. So I'm going to get it as 2 cosecant x over cot x. So which is nothing but, we can simplify that. So I'm going to write it down here, 2 cosecant x over cot x. So for the trigonometric identities, we know that cosecant x is 1 over sine x and cot x is nothing but cos over sine x. And in this process, sine and sine gets cancelled out and we will be left over with 2 by cos x, which is nothing but 2 times secant x. So this is the derivation that I have derived from the left hand side of the equation to the right hand side, 2 secant x. So this is a total glimpse of the problem here, and this is how you solve it. Hope you all like my video, and please subscribe to ET Math Academy, and thank you for taking time to watch the video and enjoy doing math at 80. Thank you.